Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the first progress video I've done for some time. Alright, let's just run quickly through the changes and improvements to the layout. There's a new tree just there. So I get my hand on it. That was actually over there and not realistic, I don't think. If there were trees originally where rail yard was being built or expanded, the trees would most likely be removed. Just didn't look quite right there. I wanted some trees on the layout. There is limited space with a narrow shelf layout as this is, but I think that looks right in the corner there. So yeah, just been adding little bits of foliage, track detail. Can't remember whether that sleeper was there in the last video. Finished the static grass along there. Still got some drying here, but decided I didn't need such a big hard standing area, so I've just added some static grass, which you can see I've added in here as well. And I had some foam foliage there which I didn't like. I've still got a few clumps there. They may go as well to form bushes, but yeah, so I reckon that looks really good, overgrown long grass. And I've made this little billboard. I probably could have actually, it's probably more HO size when I look at it now. It would be a big one in HO, but I'm wishing I'd sort of made it a bit bigger. I may even, just to fill some of the background, put an even bigger one next to it. Just for those of you that might have not seen the video, the photos I posted, yeah, I've sort of finished off the refueling, locomotive refueling point. Quite happy how that's come up. Skip bin that used to always get knocked by locomotives is in the corner there. And the other thing is I've added some little signs. Finally got myself a printer, and I've been printing up some signs. I don't have a decent software at the moment, so they're not perfect. I don't even have a current Word, so I'm just using Google Docs at the moment. But yeah, that was how I printed that little sign. Little office here, still as it is, but yeah, I've added a rail freight red logo sign there. Got a little light. Sadly, this is an HO one, but it did go and it's nice and bright. But I accidentally switched the polarity and blew the little light in it after sort of gluing it down and putting the wires through the baseboard. So that one doesn't actually go, but yeah, looks okay. This is a small light near the what would be a smoke office, dispatching office for the little yard. Signal box has been planted properly now, and you might be able to see there is a light in it, even though there's no interior. And I've finally added a sign, Pepper Road Depot. There'll be an upcoming video. Got a BR Blue Class 08. Haven't bought another locomotive. Just today actually I finished repainting. It's still got a little bit more wee detail. Gonna weather it a little bit heavier with a few rust spots here and there, but that's my green one that many of you have seen on the layouts. That was a quasi. It wasn't the right green exactly, it was too light, but yeah, quasi take off to a Freightliner liveried Class 08. But seeing as I've sort of settled on mid-1980s to mid-1990s, or early to mid-80s to mid-1990s, and I have my wonderful Class 37 in large logo blue. I thought the loco would be better. I have been sort of wanting to purchase another one, but other sort of commitments at the moment and things I've been spending my money on, so but yeah, the plan is I would like another 08, and at times I can actually emu them together or turn them into consystem, as the Americans would say, or put them together so they operate as one unit consist. I've got that goods van, which is a really nice brass kit I bought cheaply here in New Zealand. I have repainted that and tried to sort of modernise it, because it's actually based on a early 20th century GWR van. I would have liked to have changed the wheels to more modern wheels, but the bogies are brass as well, and I didn't want to risk breaking anything trying to replace them. That's going to get an additional red stripe across the top, just under the roof line, when I get around to it. So just to give it a rail freight feel. Alright, well that's about it. Oh yeah, there's a couple more billboards on the brick wall. I'm just going to tidy up. There's one, yeah, you can't quite see, with the 128 in front. The 128's actually got a HM 7000 decoder. Hornby don't actually provide a sound file for the a diesel mechanical. So, but I wasn't happy with, I think I had Class 31 sound file on there, or was it a 47, I can't remember now. But yeah, I've put the Class 73, so bit of modeller's license. You'll see some videos coming up, so I can run that in either electric mode or on its diesel engine. So modeller's license is one of these was converted to run on third rail in the southern region, but also run on non-electrified tracks. Yeah, have a bit of fun. I like the diesel engine's a lot less throaty, a lot less powerful. It's not being a locomotive as such hauling trains. Sounds a bit more right, but doesn't have obviously the mechanical gear changes that you'd get with a diesel mechanical locomotive or DPU. Alright, well I think that's about it. Yeah, just trying to improve it and doing a lot of testing, and I'll show you on the next video that I'm updating some run sheets and making some locomotive cards that have all the main DCC functions listed on them that I may use. I've got an exhibition coming up in November where I've been invited to exhibit. Switch that to red, which I was really chuffed about. So yeah, I'm just trying to make sure everything runs smoothly. Actually, there's a screw there, if you guys want to notice, that's coming out. Like, actually, that's well and truly glued down now, but there was too big a gap there when I built this new module. After stripping everything off the actual baseboards, I had to put this piece of track in, but cut it a bit short, and I was having derailing issues leading on to that point, so I bit the bullet and actually just cut a little bit out and just cut a piece off some scrap pieces of track I had with a couple of joiners, and now you can see I've only got a tiny gap, and things aren't derailing like the Freightliner HIAs and even that new van, even at relatively slow speeds, was derailing there. Alright guys, keep watching, more good videos to come, running videos, and keep you abreast of all the changes and little updates, getting ready for Rail X in Wellington, New Zealand. Thanks guys for watching, take care for now.